Everybody, welcome back to another episode of Falcon Plays Rimworld, the, thankfully, not intoxicated version where I actually have a sense of what I should be doing that's right and wrong. Either way, guys, welcome back. Last episode we had a pretty, I had to kind of start fixing what the hell I did the first few episodes because of obvious reasons I already mentioned. But we also had our first attack by the centipede over here, and as you can see, this motherfucker is dead. How? Well, we just meleeed the shit out of him, and then we had, I forgot who it was, just pumping it with shotgun shells while we just kind of meleeed him away. And he had an inferno cannon, whatever he wanted to do with, and we just jacked him up. So, that worked out pretty good for us. Let me get the game going here. And, I want to see, I'm interested as to what we're going to do with this centipede. Oh my god, he just fucking takes it? Where are you taking it to? To the dumping stockpile? Okay, I guess you just burn him regularly. And he does drop metal when you beat him, so that's a good thing at the very least. I'm not sure if there's any other thing I should be doing with these bodies, but my lord, that is a giant body. Do you just burn it like anything else? Jesus. Alrighty. So here's what we're going to do. We need to actually make our crematorium or quasi-crematoriums already built. Oh god, part of it's in the rain. That's not good at all. Why is that in the rain? Let's see, zone. Let's see if we could do not a remove home region, but let's do a remove. No, that's not really here. Nothing remove. No. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna quickly just add a wooden door here to kind of close that up. What is this? And something useful in the wreckage. What is this supposed to be? You know what? At the very least, we could actually use this to sell. So let's pick it up and have my guys haul it on over. Okay. So as soon as we build this door, we'll have the dumping stockpile moved over here for bodies, so we could just kind of burn them away. Good. That's exactly what I was hoping for there. Now let's deconstruct this, and hopefully it's not going to ruin our roofed region over here. No, it didn't. Excellent. So now let's quickly go and add a dumping stockpile. Rain's not going to get in through there, right? So how about we just do it like so. And this is going to be nothing but bodies, right? So let's do corpses. So humanoid, animal, mechanoid. So mechanoid indeed. Animal corpses, no, because we could definitely have butcher those for food later on. And we'll make this a preferred thing for bodies, right? And then what I could do is actually just go and delete this zone over here. If I fucking remember how to play this game properly here, delete zone, there we go. So we'll delete that. Weapons aren't being hauled off over here, which is not a good thing because frag grenades would be pretty good to sell, at least for now. So let's see. God, I need to make my proper my proper stockpile area soon because this is a clusterfuck over here. Where can we start doing that at? Well, since I already mined some of this out, let's really quickly go and mine a little bit more. Like I would say through here, perhaps? No, that's way too much. Cancel this out. Let's mine, let's say, through here. That's a little bit way too much right there again. So let's do that, and what I would love to do... Actually, no, that's more than enough, I think. It's not gonna... I don't think the fire's gonna jump over. So we'll just do it this way. And what I'm gonna do here is, I guess we'll put the food in here and the metals, because we're gonna be selling that. We'll keep this dumping stockpile for stuff that we're not gonna use, and we're just gonna sell off, obviously. So that'll work out for that. My dudes are bringing over the uranium, which is a good thing. Uranium's obviously something we're gonna definitely sell, so we'll keep that in mind. This body will hold off there soon enough. Alrighty, so once this is kind of mined out, I'll set this up as a split thing. We'll put metal and then food. Later on, as we go further and further, we'll kind of do the split stockpile rooms, which I do like. But for now, I still have a lot to do right now, as you can see. There's a lot on my plate, which I have to kind of fix the errors of Falcon's ways. So let's deconstruct these graveyards, so we'll have those bodies pulled up in there. And let's see, that's a little bit more mining done. Food's over here being harvested and collected. How is our food situation, by the way? It's not bad. I mean, we'll live with what we have going on right now. And we got Harry. So Harry Studios have finally joined the club here. So Harry, welcome aboard. Shooting 3, melee 3, mining 6, growing 7. Not a bad worker. Actually, yeah, this, by the way, Strapping got renamed to Sushi. So Sushi, welcome aboard too, my friend. Sorry for the misintroduction there. He's a good fighter. So what do I want with him? Well, not really doing hunting expeditions right now. Growing seems something that... I think we have more than enough growers right now, but maybe one more won't hurt. 7 and a 10. Yeah, let's make him a grower. And we could probably get Phoenix off of this because he's only a 3. Art, yeah, it's not gonna work out. So hauling, He's doing a little bit of crafting too, which he's not that great. Actually, a 5 isn't too bad, I want to say. Plant cutting, we'll keep that as a 1. Yeah, so let's just do that with him. And let's see. So we're going to have another grower with this guy. And constructing. Let's make you the constructor repair. We'll turn off growing for you. And mining, we'll make you like a 2 over here. Hauling like a 2. Researching is done. Cleaning. Let's turn off cleaning for him right now. I don't think cleaning is really important to our definite needs right now. And then we'll do, since he's going to be growing, we'll say like, make this like a 3 in case you're not growing anymore, which I really doubt is going to be the case. Turn this one off, and hauling like a 2 over here, and cleaning, might as well turn that off for now. You know what, let's just turn this off. It's going to be strict grower and hauler. And maybe repair. Okay, there you go. That's something I'm interested in. Okay, so right now we're still hauling those bodies off. We'll get them burned soon enough, I want to say. Alrighty. Now, one of the things we could do so these guys don't trip out every time they run by and they see the body thing is actually make like a little bit of a wall over here, like a stone wall, and then put a door. And I think that would be actually really good for us as a matter of fact, but we need some stone before that even happens. Actually, I don't think we even need the stone, or do we? Yeah. Let's actually add a bill here really quickly. How's our wood situation? I think we have more than enough wood right now, right? So how about we just tell Batman to relax. We'll suspend the wood situation for now, and we're going to go into the stonecutter's table, add a bill, make some stone blocks, and let's go into configuration and have them haul upwards to yay. Yeah, so I think that'll... Actually, let's make it a bit easier and make it like through here, perhaps? That'll cover most of them here, I want to say, right? Yeah, without having to go too far. And there's some more stones over here that we could obviously haul and bring in here, which I'll probably will do, but not right now. I don't think it's too imperative. And we're going to do this forever. Obviously, we need a lot of stone. And already set up the radius for that. So that's good. That'll work out for me. So close this off. It's going to be for rock debris. Excellent. Okay, and that's already mined out, which is good. So, what I want to do is actually set up a stockpile for this area here. How are we going to do this? I guess we're going to do food first, maybe? I guess we can make this down here the pathway, right? So this will be food. And then we'll split it up a bit and we'll mine like through here. And then we'll set up another one for metal. And obviously, I mined a bit too far there, so we'll take this off. Alright, that's good. And this will be for metal, so this will be for food. So you might as well at this point just grow this out towards the end here. And there. So this will be the little bit of a the whackway. This could be the pathway of them. And then we'll make this, and let's see, nothing but food here. So turn everything off. We'll do foods, and we'll do meals, raw. That's good. And we'll do this as our preferred food situation. And then we might as well, just to make it easier for ourselves, is get the stockpile removed of food so they can start moving it over whenever they get the chance. Alrighty. Good, good. So that works out for me. Everything's so far good. And Phoenix over here starting to craft some stones for us. Do I have more crafters, right? I have Batman crafting. Two-Face is actually a pretty good crafter as well. So he's going to help us out when there's no other people doing. I should probably set up another stone table, I think, and have like 2 people going at it, maybe? I think that would be a good idea, but for now, let's just take it one step at a time, I suppose. I do want to give people their proper rooms, so I'm a little bit perplexed here how we're going to do this. I guess this will be the comms room, the feeding room, yada yada yada. Over here would be our hydroponics section, obviously, because I'm committed to it at this point. And then, I guess if we start mining through here, I could mine out the rest of this to make this like a complete hydroponics section. We'll run a bit more down, and then we'll start making our rooms down over here. I mean, that makes a little bit of sense, right? At least to me it does. So, as soon as they're done over here, we're going to start doing the mining process down through here and kind of level this out, because this right now is like a big, giant fucking ball of whodunit in reality. So, let's go into mining, and we'll mine out through this, and hopefully nothing gets crushed. It shouldn't, but I'm always wary about that. So, food's being moved over here, which is perfect. Toxic Monkey's having a bit of a mental breakdown because it's dark. I understand, my friend. Just give it a second, though. Or, it wasn't Toxic Monkey, it was Two-Face, as a matter of fact. Okay, and this will be for metals. So, what I want to do now is add another zone over here. Stockpile. Now the whackway, why do I keep calling it a whackway? the pathway for it is going to be a little bit messed up, right? So for this one, we're going to have to incorporate our old setup, which was split down the middle over here. I don't have to do this, by the way. I just do it just because it gives me a little bit of calms my OCD. I don't want my people running through the fucking items that we have here. And then this will be everything turned off, and we'll go into raw resources, and this will be nothing but metal. And eventually stone blocks. But I guess we'll make another one for stone blocks right next to it. Or actually, we're going to need one for metal and wood, huh? So we're going to have to do a little bit more digging, unfortunately. Yeah, we are. Yeah, so for now, let's just move the metal over here. And what I will do is that then this stockpile will have no metal. And that works out for me. Now, the stockpile that we're going to sell, I'm going to move this kind of down over here where it's not in the middle of our kind of war zone where our turrets and whatnot, because I don't want that being a case. The other thing I want to do is actually cut down on all of the livestock over here, because I feel that raiders, when they come in, they could hide behind the cacti, which is a really big issue for us. So we definitely have to keep that in mind. Our food situation is going really good. I don't even think we need these outside ones. I guess I'll wait till we get more tables over here set up, but soon enough I think we're gonna say goodbye to that endeavor. Alrighty, so I'm surprised nobody's... Oh, you know what it is. Yep, I was gonna say I'm surprised nobody's come over here and fixed that, but it's not part of our home region is the problem. So let's go at this like that. Now this is kind of annoying because if there's fires, they're gonna come over here and be like putting fires out. There's not in our area, but I guess it's probably good for us if they do that. Now, I'm a little bit toying with the idea of putting another wall around these turrets so that when they come in... Because if raiders right now, I figure they could hide behind trees and the cacti to kind of take our turrets down. But that would require me to not only build another wall, but also cut everything over here. So I'm not sure. I'll see what happens. Visiting the colony, yeah, they could go fuck themselves too. So I'm not sure. I mean, I have the metal for it right now. But I'd rather have stone blocks, obviously. So you know what? I'm not going to do this idea until we get the stone blocks for this situation, honestly. I think that would be a little bit better for us right now. How's our stone blocks, by the way? Stone blocks up to 190 already, so that's good. Our progress is being made, definitely. Alright, need colonist bed. Oh, really? Oh yeah, because we did recruit somebody. My bad. My bad. Furniture, sleeping spot. I know it's not the most luxurious type of life, but... I know that your room is also a battery room, but that's okay. You guys will survive for now. So far so good. These visitors over here just kind of looking at our turrets. Yeah, look at them. Look at them all you want. Get closer and they might shoot at you too. Oh, dude. What weapon does this guy have? He's got another Desert Eagle. And he's got that Lupara. I'm tempted to kind of make enemies right now and just get those weapons off of them, but I won't. I figured it'd be a bad idea right now, so I won't do that. But I'm contemplating it. Alrighty, so everything seems to be at least powered up, running pretty smoothly for the most part. We're moving our stuff down over here, which is a good thing. Obviously, a lot of hauling needs to take place before anything else. By the way, frag grenades and Molotovs. I'm going to need one of my non-shooters to be our dedicated Molotov guy. Moldad is a 3, so he's going to definitely be a shooter at one point or another. I know Moldad's, I think he's in the past been like, hey, make me a cremator guy, but I'd rather give that to somebody who has absolutely no shooting aptitude whatsoever. So let's try to find somebody out really quickly. Toxic Monkey, how are you looking at? You're a 1, almost a 2. Ricky Desmond's an 8. Anderson Pena's almost a 2. Harry is a... What is Harry? Harry is a 3. I know I saw somebody with a 0. Shooting 6 for Woodard. Shinobi Phoenix is a 5. Dude, where's the guy at? I know I saw somebody with... Oh, here I go, Nab. So Nab, my friend, you are now going to be our bread bowl of this colony. If you remember Bread Bowl, he was our dedicated dude that took care of the bodies, and that's going to be your job now. And we also have some frag grenades over here, which we might as well start moving over here. And you know what? Since we have these weapons up here, we should have somebody come and haul these off so that we could sell them off, right? Where are these weapons at? Alright, there's a few bows. Should I at least equip these on my non-equipped guys so they have something to deal with right now? I think that would be a good idea. I mean, I don't want to stick to the bows, obviously, but until we get everybody situated with guns, we might as well use what's available to us. So, Harry does not have a weapon. So, Harry, you're going to be rolling with a fucking bow. Whether you want to be Katniss or Legolas, that's your prerogative. There you go. Equip that a bow. Woodard, Mauser. Moldad has no gun. So you go and equip this other bow. And we have one more, and I'm pretty sure we have another unequipped individual. That's going to be Toxic Monkey. So Toxic Monkey, you get a bow as well. There you go. Obviously, these are going to be permanent. Oh, wait. Oh, sweet. Oh, that's from Kiriko, who died. And Kiriko left the cult gun for us. That's alright. So, Desert Eagle. Shinobi's got a gun. Woodard's got a gun. Two-Face got a gun. Sushi has a gun. Pyro does not? Alrighty. So Pyro, you go and equip the cult police. Positive. Alrighty, there you go. So at least at the very least we have some primitive form of weapons for the majority of our people now, which is a lot better than it was before anyway, so that's going to help us out quite a bit. Alrighty, and we're still moving stuff around, which is good, and we already made a little bit more of a pathway for us to incorporate a few more tables over here. So I guess since we've done that, we might as well start mining out this, and I hope this doesn't cause a cave-in. I'm always really cautious about that. There's a squirrel inside. They're gonna go inside. They love doing that. Uranium gets to stay outside, obviously. That's not a big question or anything. Metal is still being hauled off. Do we have enough haulers? Haulers, twos, ones, let's see, constructing and warden. Plant cutting. Let's make you a hauling one as well when there's nothing else for you to do. And let's see, Woodard, he's a grower. You're already kind of busy. Anderson Pena is a miner. And let's also make you a hauler. There you go. This is so we could kind of alleviate the whole hauling process a bit faster than usual. And luckily we're being left alone right now by every sort of raid imaginable, so that's a good thing. I really don't want to mess with raids right now until I get like a proper setup for our base. Right now, I'm not really comfortable with what we have right now going. I feel there's a lot for us to do still. But, you know, slow and steady wins the race. I guess that's what people say. Not entirely sure. Now, the other thing that I'm really upset about is that we don't have a lot of mods going in our... What is this? A pila? Huh. These are the spears, if I remember correctly. You could throw these. So... Who could benefit from this? Shinobi, how's your shooting stat? Okay, you're almost an 8. I think you're probably better off with a pila than you are with the gun. So we're gonna unequip that. Where did you leave your gun at? Where did you leave your gun? What happened to your gun? Shinobi, what did you do with the fucking gun? Don't you walk away from me, young man. I'm talking to you. I'm not sure. He should have... Oh, the gun's right there. I see it now. Moldad has a short bow. Anderson Pena. Does Pena have a weapon? Right now, he's hauling right now. If Anderson doesn't have a weapon, I guess I'll give him the Glock. But I'm not sure if he has a weapon or not, so we're gonna wait till he puts that aside, because right now I'm led to believe he has nothing. And he doesn't have anything. So Anderson Pena, you have now gone up to the Glock 19. Alrighty. We could also sell that, obviously, but for now we're gonna hold off on it. Batman's gonna be our main two going in terms of crafting, as you can imagine, so once we start building our own weapons, we'll be doing pretty good. Oh, and this guy is joining our colony. Who is this man? Steroid! Steroid is joining our colony. You know, for a man named Steroid, he doesn't have really a good melee or shooting stat. Research 6? What kind of steroid abuser are you? He's smart, but he's terrible at, like, manual tasks. Cooking, medicine, alright, whatever. Welcome aboard, my friend. I guess I'll rename you after this. Look at all those muffalo over here, too. Alright, we need a bed for Steroid, obviously. Just comes into our colony, he's like, hey, what's my bed, man? Alrighty, there's no beds for you, my friend. I'm sorry, we're gonna just give you a sleeping spot for now. So, like, that's the best I could do until we're done hauling, so I could start doing a bit more mining. Alrighty, so this got mined out pretty good. So at this point, I imagine we could probably even... How's our metal situation? We need to find a bit more metal for our endeavors in reality. I guess we're gonna do that by mining away, though. So I guess it's probably a good point to actually start setting up some mining process down through here. So, in order to avoid cave-ins, let's really quickly set up a wooden wall, like right about here for now. Yeah, right about there. So we're gonna do a little bit more mining, and I need to have the support pillar for us to kind of help us out here. So, our rooms are gonna be beyond this area. So let's say we'll set it up like down through here. And this will be the walkway into the rooms. So how do I want to set up the rooms? So that's a real question. It's a good question in reality. I don't know. You know what, let's call it an episode here. Let me kind of brainstorm this a little bit and figure out how I want to set my rooms this time around. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I'm gonna have to rename Steroid really quickly. But for the most part, a peaceful episode, which we did need after the last scary nonsense with the centipede. At the very least, our base is finally taking a bit of better form now that, you know, I have 100% concentration on it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you next time.